Would you like to be able to mirror your phone screen onto maybe a TV that isn't smart, or a monitor, a gaming monitor for instance? Because this is a wireless HD transmitter and receiver kit, and it was sent to me for review, so get it out of the box, see what we get. Okay, what do we get? Instructions. A full-size HDMI lead, quite a short one. USB to USB-C, that looks a bit longer. Very flexible cable. It's a USB-C, male and female. You also get one of those. Now this little extension cable comes in handy if you're using a laptop and when you plug the transmitter in, it's blocking ports. So you can use the extension cable and therefore all your ports are nice and clear, as you can see here. And then we get the unit itself. We also get, okay, just explaining quick, kind of like startup. Then we get the device itself. It comes apart. So it's going to be powered by whatever you plug it into. I have looked at these online. I think the receiver requires power, but the sending unit or the transmitter doesn't. It will get power from whatever you plug it into. But the receiver does need external power. So this is your little transmitter with a little carry handle already stuck in. This is the TX. So you've got the TX, and I think that's the RX. T for transmitter, R for receiver. Okay, maybe I'm clever. Probably don't mean that at all, but it's just coincidence that it's R and T. You'll plug the transmitter into any USB-C device, like your phone, and then you will plug this into the back of the monitor with the little cable. So literally plug it in there, plug that into the back of your monitor, your TV. Now if you've got a smart TV, you can already probably do Miracast, or in my phone it says wireless projection. They'll say different things, but it's all the same thing. Mirrors the screen of your phone. I can connect that to our TV, so now it's an LG smart TV. I can connect it no problem. At the moment, I've got my phone, which is my B-roll camera, connected to this little selfie screen. Okay, so as you can see, if I wave at in front of my little camera, woo, you can see my hand. This is bloody tiny though, and when I've got it on the desk, I can't always tell. Sometimes the phone isn't focusing on what I want it to focus on, and I don't notice until I'm at the computer or the laptop and I'm editing away and I can see it bigger, and I think, oh no, that is blurred. Well, I can't put that in, and I'm not redoing it because a lot of the time I don't have time to redo it, which is frustrating. Now I have got this portable monitor that it's an 11.6 inch portable monitor, but I don't want to keep connecting my phone up via cables to that every time I do these videos. Also, that monitor is pants. It's got the viewing angle of Samsung's new phones. They've got that privacy function where you turn it on, the person next to you can't see the screen. Wow, that's really clever. Whoever made this monitor, they made it like that years ago. Whenever this was bloody made. It was cheap for a reason. But I thought maybe, doing the videos with the B-roll camera, and I say B-roll camera, it's just for the close-ups when I'm unboxing things. Maybe that will come in useful because I can use that. Well, that's what I'm going to try in this video. But I have a problem with this part, the transmitter. My phone does not support video over USB. A lot of the lower end phones, now mine's on a 200, so it's been out a while and it wasn't high end. It was 400 quid when it was released. But the good thing is, you can still use this bit. So I can still plug this into the monitor and I can then use the phone's screen mirroring. But I also want to test this. So how am I going to do it? Well, I'm hoping that I can use the Ace Magic laptop because I've quickly Googled it and it apparently will support video out over USB. Yeah, I am actually very, very keen to try this out. Okay, so I've got a light on. Don't know whether you can see that, but there is a light on the front. And the monitor has just come on. Okay, so it actually tells you how to connect. Right. So every time you press the button, see what I mean about this monitor? Look at the angle of that. Right, you can see it. Now you can't. It is absolute pants. I've got to get an IPS one. But yeah, you press the monitor, press the button, it changes the orientation. So right, that's good to know. Searching for device. Llano, connecting. Hey, we are connected. It is working. But it's at the dangle. The dangle. So let's press the button and see what happens. Where's the button? The button's on the front, press the button. Is that up the right way? Yes, it is. And there we go. So if I move my hand, there is a little bit of lag, as you can see. So for gaming, probably not ideal, but it could also be this crappy monitor is messing with things as well. Also, I've noticed that when I'm using screen mirroring on anything, using the camera, there is a bit more of a delay. Possibly because the phone's got a lot more work to do, processing the image and everything, video recording. With gaming, there's not normally so much of a delay. But with this, there's a fraction of a delay. But that will be so much better for me to do the B-roll and to see what I'm getting with that phone. But yeah, this will make a massive difference. I like that. So if I move it, there's a tiny bit of a delay. But really not much. So I think gaming, casual gaming, will be fine. So you could do it on the screen. Wow, I gave up on this game, didn't I? Yeah, as you can see, there is a little bit of a delay. Yeah, there is that to consider. There is a delay. But that is not using the receiver. That is using my phone. We will have to see what it's like with the laptop. But yeah, so far so good. Have you turned it off?
Yeah.
How'd you turn it off? As you can see, when the receiver is powered, plugged in, the monitor will detect it and it will give you a display of what you actually have to do. But on my laptop, I plug this in to the USB-C port. And there you go. It's literally as simple as that. Now, obviously, this is right next to it, but I just want to see what the latency is like. So I'm going to double tap Google Chrome now. Literally there's no real latency when it's this close. But as you can see, it really is as simple as that. So if you want to play a game, you can play the game on a monitor. Now if you've got a TV, a smart TV, you can just use Miracast or projection to the TV. But monitors don't have that function. That's where this comes in handy. Old TVs don't have that function. Now, is there any latency? Obviously, we're in the same room, so it shouldn't be too bad if there is, but the game's running a bit shit because the laptop's not plugged in. I haven't got it on high power mode, but there's no real latency at all there. So you could game if you're in the same room, but I want to know what the range is like. Okay, so we have the laptop now in the kitchen, which is the furthest room from my son's bedroom. Just playing a video. Let's see if it's still working upstairs. Dog toys everywhere in this house. Well, excuse the mess, I have got another storage unit and I am transporting all this to the storage unit today. Getting it all up in the loft all the time is a bit of a pain. And as you can see, we are still connected absolutely fine. Why are your speakers not on? Oh, I plugged them out, didn't I? I'm a wally, I plugged out the speakers. So yeah, working absolutely fine. So as you can see, obviously the HDMI signal, so the sound and the picture is now being sent to the receiver, which is plugged into the monitor. All working absolutely fine. You know what? I now realise how hard it was seeing the coloured writing come up on the screen. I do apologise for doing that. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, this is an early video, alright? Just forgive me. But yeah, that all works as it should. I'm just playing some footage from a video I've done on the Temu laptop, whether it could game. Now, someone asked recently what it's like, any problems, and that. So I have decided it's nearly 12 months since I've had that laptop. It's about 11 months at the moment, so about a month, and it'll be 12 months. Funny that. I'm going to do an update on that video. I'm going to do an update. Let's cut that out. I don't give myself a breath to actually cut it. So I'm going to do an update video on that laptop, because I'm still using it. You can see I'm still using it. It's being used in this video. But just to let you know, the kind of any issues I've had, any kind of faults, not faults, but anything that I've found that I don't like about the laptop, And all the things that I do like about the laptop will be in that update video. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. Because I was kind of sure when I bought that laptop it wouldn't last 12 months. But it's still going. Still going. Okay, you can now have your room back. Now, some real world uses. Obviously, if you want to mirror your phone to a monitor or a TV that doesn't have screencast capabilities, then this would be ideal for you. You could play your phone games on a larger screen. For me, I will be using this on a small monitor. I'm going to get something like a 10 or 11 inch monitor, and then I can, when I'm recording these videos, my B-roll camera, which is my phone, I will be able to see a larger image than what I'm seeing at the moment. Therefore, I can make sure that whatever I'm recording is framed properly, is in focus. So it will just make it a lot easier for me to do these videos. Sometimes I have to re-record bits, or sometimes I just leave them out because it's not gone quite how I thought it was going. Because I currently use that very small selfie screen, which is better than nothing, but it's not ideal. This for me will be a game changer, so I'm really grateful for Llano for sending this over, because this is genuinely going to be a helpful piece of kit for me. One thing to note is that not all apps will work via screencast or mirrorcast, whatever you want to call it. A lot of streaming apps like Disney, Netflix, they've got software built in to the apps that don't allow this to actually happen. Sound gets transferred, picture doesn't. It's nothing to do with this Llano. It's actually the apps themselves that they've got. I don't know why they do it. What harm is it in, you know, watching something on your phone and then you want to watch it with your other half or whatever? Oh, let's send it to the TV. We've got the apps built into the TV anyway, so why doesn't it work? I don't know. If you know, let me know, because it really does annoy me. But things like YouTube and that will work absolutely fine. And as I say, games, I had no issues with games whatsoever. All the games I played, they allowed it, no problem whatsoever. It's just the paid streaming services, Disney, Prime, Netflix, they wouldn't work. The transmitter does have a USB-C port at the bottom, so you can charge the device that it's plugged into while it's in use. If you're worried about battery life, you don't have to worry. They've actually thought of that, and you can charge your device absolutely fine. So overall, I think this is a great little kit. It works really well. Using the transmitter and the receiver together, there is virtually no latency. So gaming is surprisingly doable. So you could play your phone games on your monitor. You could play like my laptop. I could, if I want to do, I could use my laptop, but I could wirelessly connect it to my monitor and got a bigger screen. But I'm still gaming on the laptop, or I might be doing work on the laptop, but I want to see a bigger screen, so I've got more real estate to edit and things. For that, it works really well. It seems to work absolutely fine through walls and floors, as I tested it the best I could. I was going to test it by going down the bottom of the garden with the laptop, but it's raining at the moment, so I don't want to do that, because I don't want to kill my laptop. Now, obviously, it does come with limitations. As I've mentioned, certain apps will not allow you to mirrorcast or screen project to a bigger screen. It just won't let you. It's annoying, but what can we do? You know, that's not down to the device itself. That's just down to these bloody companies and the apps not letting you do it. But yeah, overall, I really like this little kit. It surprised me how well it works. It's plug and play as long as your devices support it. If not, then obviously there is you can still mirrorcast without using the transmitter. But for me, this is going to be a great addition to my content creation setup, because, as I say, I can now get a bigger monitor and then I can see what I'm doing a bit more clearly, and therefore my future videos should be better. No guarantees though, folks. I had no guarantees on that, so they probably won't be any better. But they might be clearer. They might be, I don't know. We'll see. Things can't get any worse, can they? So what do you think of this little kit from Llano? Can you see it being useful for you? Is there other uses that you've thought of, or maybe you use it for, that I haven't covered in this video? Let me know in the comments. So that does it for this video. Thank you again to Llano for sending me this unit. The reviews remain under my control. Yeah, that does it for this video. If you've liked it, please consider hitting that like button, and also consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon in the next one. But for now, bye guys.